What's going on, guys? Welcome back, yo. Gene Deal getting raw here, man. Gene Deal, since the documentary of Diddy came out, we about to listen a little bit what Gene has to say here. And on his last video, he's saying, "Hey, 50, Gene wants half." Because you know what it seemed like? It seemed like a lot of the things in that documentary is basically what Gene was saying, but they just illustrated it in a documentary. That's what it seemed like. But Gene go raw here, man. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna get into this right now. Let's get into what Gene's saying. And I'm gonna give my reaction to it.
The people, I told them that would be good for the documentary, Mark Curry, all them, they did that and ran off with my ideal. But I would have did it a whole different way and showed them something.
Let me stop right there real quick. How come Gene wasn't in the documentary? I did see his photo in the documentary, right? I see a lot of people photos. But how come Gene wasn't in the documentary? That's my question to you right now. If you guys have enjoyed the podcast throughout this, please give us a thumbs up. That'll be greatly appreciated. Also, subscribe for more content. How come Gene wasn't in the documentary, man? Gene, the first person I heard really talking about all this was really Gene. I listened to his 3-part series, a 4-part series, Raw Deal Biggs last night that he had did. I watched that. And a lot of the stories that Gene has been saying throughout the years on his podcast, a lot of stuff he was saying was in the documentary. How come Gene wasn't in it, man? That's crazy. All right, let's go back, Gene.
If you look at that documentary, especially the first 2 scenes, it's what I've been telling y'all all along. I want half, 50, half. Give me half, 50. Look at Cara Pinkley. I swear the whole time I was watching it, Gene. But that's how, let me just tell you something, man. That's how the film and the music industry are. They'll take your shit, and because they are white, bright, and always think they right, they'll take your shit, make money off of it, and say F you.
That's what I was feeling. A lot of the stuff Gene was saying was in the movie, but he wasn't in it. They pretty much took, look, I'm not saying they took what he said and remixed it, because other people lived the same story maybe, but I felt like Gene was talking in that movie. Everything Gene said was pretty much in the movie. There was some stuff Gene said that wasn't in the movie, but pretty much it looked like they just illustrated what he said, for real.
I need all y'all to hit 50 page up. I want half 50. Give me half. Miss Dackerson, I shouldn't get half, Miss Dackerson. Yo, everybody, I'm gonna tell you some points in the thing with that. There was some lies in the documentary. You know what I'm saying? Somebody say, "Give me some dough, fifth." J. Rue theory. J. Rue always come up with some good shit. Give me dough, fifth. Hardaway boys, thank you, man. On the floor like this, and tried to resuscitate me to say, "Give me dough." Let's start with the 50 with the city college shit. Remember, Puff made the statement that he was the whole time he was giving people mouth to mouth and tried to resuscitate them, doing CPR. You see him up there, right? In the white like this. Looking around. You seen a thin, big Gene on the floor. On the floor like this. A thinner version of me. This thin Gene here. Yo, listen. They never mentioned Jessica. They just put 50. No, I keep saying 50 name. I don't know why. I want half 50. Heavy D and Puff. Jessica Rosenberg, boom, or whatever. She was a part of that. She was the one who locked the door on the kids. I can say that because I know it for a fact. She ran down the steps and locked the door on the kids. Look at Murdoch Parker, 1270. Yeah, you never heard nothing about her, right, Murdoch? No, they ain't gonna put her out there. Her family is rich. She was the one that made the introduction of Puff them to Clyde Davis. Jessica used to run be the door person at Nails. Nails was the hottest spot for anybody in the industry in the 70s and the 80s. I finished my leftovers yesterday. Mad cough. I don't know if Ticket was ever 12. I thought Ticket used to play professional sports. I used to be I was a parole officer. Call it 12, 11, 10. Shit. It was a career. I got honey butter in here. Hey, honey butter. No, you can't butter my bread. No, I'm just, honey butter, don't quit. Don't quit yet. Jokes. My mods can get it too, honey butter. Yeah, I thought Boogie Brown, I thought he was a former NBA basketball player. Yeah. Salute to that brother. Or he played overseas. He probably could have played in the NBA. Yeah, they say Ticket played pro ball. Yes, sir. It said, Big Gene, everything you said was co-signed on that documentary. At last minute one. I want half. Them motherfuckers is slime buckets. Yo, Fifth, they use your name to get some play on this documentary. But they effed it up because that shit was straight garbage. It wasn't nothing that we hadn't already known. It wasn't nothing that we had spoken other than them putting those two jurors in there and we got their point of view. It wasn't shit in that documentary that we didn't know already.
Yeah, that's how I felt. It wasn't nothing in that documentary that he didn't already say. with the exception of maybe Gene had mentioned this. I didn't realize that Misa was talking to Eric Sermon. You know what I'm saying? Or friends with Eric Sermon, and Diddy started talking to her. I didn't know that.
To yours truly. Sunshine, was it Blue Sunshine Ent? And good for them. They did no real investigation. They never got in touch with the FBI dude who been making statements, Phil Carson. They never got in touch with him to the point where they could have brought him in and made it a real something that y'all could like, oh shit. Damn. I think, was Phil Carson in there? I think Phil Carson was in there.
I think Greg Kading was in there in the documentary. I remember seeing Greg Kading. I'm not sure about Phil Carson, though.
But they didn't ask him the right questions. You see, they try to keep my name out of it.
They sure did.
I seen a couple of pictures of me in there.
Yeah, I saw a couple of pictures.
When I'm on stage doing big album release party, it's platinum party, and I'm telling dude, yo, y'all take that shit back. No, don't bring that shit out right now. Take it back. You understand? See how thin I was then, you know. Nigga had the, you know, had the nice little, from 92 boutique. You understand? With the gold on, you know what I'm saying? Gold shirt on, like, and then you couldn't see it, but the suit had a little gold in it with beige and brown and stuff like that. It was put together pretty good. But I was on stage doing like that. Then I seen another time I was in a thing, but they kept my name out of it. Because I was the one who saw the dude walk up to Puff truck first. And I saw the picture. They lied and said that there was no such picture. The dude come and kill Big. Yeah, they said nothing about the same game, how he got introduced to Harlem. They said none of that. You heard Tim Dog, when we were kids, Puff mother used to bring us to Harlem.
Yeah, they didn't talk about that part. I know Gene said that he met Puff when they were in the same gang or something like that. They didn't even mention that.
And do her stops because she was hustling. No, I still got that shirt that they said. You see that shirt number 4? That's me. I still got that shirt. I'm gonna sell that motherfucker when I get back to New York. They didn't put it in a documentary too. I still got this. I still got the shirt. I'm gonna put it in a one of those picture frames and sell it to somebody. I still got some of Big stuff, and could verify it. Rivera was that Brooklyn Mint was Rivera. I thought it was what's that other clown? That clown name? Who was robbing Big? What's the dude name who was robbing? It was Mark Pitts and Wayne Barrow. I thought Wayne Barrows had something to do with it like that, but that's Rivera. I got all this stuff. I said, yo, Gene, keep that. We're gonna do something with it. No, I don't want to keep none of that. I'm gonna sell all that shit. Yo, listen, I'm making an announcement. Yo, go to my email, Gene Deal Show. Leave your comment verbally with your picture or do a videotaping of whatever you want to say. So when I do this documentary, however you feel about Gene or whatever you want to say, good, bad, or indifferent, it may make the documentary. Yeah, I want some motherfuckers talk shit. Yeah, talk shit, talk all your shit. It may make the documentary. And ladies, you can say what you want to say too. Oh, Gene. Yeah, that's me, Q Rock. That's me behind Big. The Vita Milan.
It's just crazy, man. It's a lot that Gene knows, and they did not use it. It's craziness. They didn't use none of it.
On every documentary, I heard him talk about, or when you did Art of Dialogue, how Cassie was running the whole shit. On this documentary, he said Puff was running it. Which was it? I don't know. I wasn't there. Am I right, y'all? Am I making this shit up? Did y'all hear what I heard? If you look at his when he got on these podcast shows, he was talking about, because he had a lawsuit against Cassie and everything, he was talking about how much Cassie was running this shit and how she was doing this and doing that. But on this documentary, he said it was Puff.
Yep. He talking about one of the entertainers. He said how Cassie was running the show and all that, but he got on the documentary, said something totally different.
Samuel Ramsey, thank you. Speak on this a couple of times, this, that, and the third. Nigga, come on, I ain't turning down nothing but my motherfucking collar. Put the money on the wood, make the betting good. I don't understand. I wouldn't have turned down nothing. When I told y'all, listen here, man. I told y'all when Kirk Burroughs got to talking, man, I can't feel sorry for Kirk. Because Kirk was doing some felonious and some foul bullshit back in the day. Up until now, I'm going to tell y'all a story that they ain't put in there.
See, the thing is, everybody want to be the victim now. But trust me, they were down with Puff. But now all of a sudden, everybody the victim. I don't believe none of these people. Like in that documentary, I don't believe half of what they're saying.
Miss Honeybutter, yes, how can I help you? You hear me loud and clear? Thank you. Style art and good, bad, or indifferent, that's their business. He used to do some foul shit for the sake of Puff, everything. I was about to hurt Kirk at one time. And if it wasn't for Toy and Tiffany, I'd have caught him right there when he's going in his apartment on 111th and 5th Avenue and beat the shit out of him. Or have one of my little niggas from the block beat the shit out of him. That's the kind of foul shit he used to do sometimes for the sake of Puff.
He's talking about Kirk Burroughs. That was in a documentary.
Now, what Kirk didn't tell y'all was this. The night that Diana Ross gave that party in California, Kirk had passes to go there. My man caught Kirk on camera hugging up with Diddy. This was a couple of years ago. Whenever Diana Ross gave her that anniversary shit out there in California, I think it may have been in the last 5 or 6 years. Am I right or am I wrong? Can somebody look that up for me right quick? She gave that big affair in California. Oh, hold on. Is that my girl Henny on there? That girl Henny. Hey Henny. What's up, mama? How you doing? No. I'm glad to see you here, ma. Yeah. Oh, no. You ain't got to say nothing, ma. We good. You know what I mean? That girl got the prettiest. Oh, my God. I was sitting next to her in the courtroom. If I was only 20 years younger.
I know who you're talking about, too, because when Gene was in the courtroom, I was sitting in back of him. I know exactly who you're talking about.
All right. So my man, check this shit out. So when Kirk come back, he said, what up, Gene? I said, nigga, I ain't fucking with you. He was like, what, Gene? What I do now? So you ain't the only one ain't from. I said, what I do now? I'm like, what I do now? I said, nigga, my man got you on camera with Diddy hug the fuck up. What's all that about, nigga? Oh no, he was just we was just talking and he was trying to get me to go out with him and everything like that. And what else he said? And he was telling me, that we could talk, but he don't owe me nothing and nothing like this and stuff like that. He was saying shit like that. And he tried to get me to take these pills. He tried to get me to take these pills. I was like, yeah, I ain't never tell him who had the footage, and wasn't going to tell him who had the footage. He told me Puff was trying to get him to go out with him and try to give him some pills. I know what them pills would have done for him. Nigga would have been like KP. Oh, he would have took him shopping, all right. To them pearly gates. That nigga would have been shopping behind the. They didn't really get into the relationship with. No, let me shut up. Because it'll be in the next documentary, and motherfuckers, I'll be talking about, I want half! 50, I want half! Hey, Henny. Oh, that girl, Henny Review. What up, mama? She's the Gene Dilla. Hey. Hey, Deshaun. 7690. What up? They said hip hop got the worst industry in the world. Mr. Ramsey said that after watching that. Thanks, Henny. My girl renewed her membership. My membership's so cheap, the motherfuckers should just pay for the whole year. Kirk name wasn't on the as a producer credit. What about Tim? Did they? Wallace Puff didn't want to talk to me and everything, and D-Rock said he didn't want to talk to me. That's the last time I saw him. No, it's not a pity. For who buts about it? When last time I seen D-Rock, when he said that Puff didn't want to fuck with me, he said Puff didn't want to. I told, let's have a conversation. I wanted to tell him what he had did wrong to Miss Wallace. Puff didn't want to talk to me and everything. And D-Rock said he didn't want to talk to me. That's the last time I saw him. No, it's not a pity. For who? Just don't say that. It's not a pity. It's they lost. Could nobody tell that City College story better than me because I was right there. I was the one opening the door for the kids. They was falling down at my feet. They got me on camera resuscitating, trying to help one of the kids.
That's one thing for sure.
You
Gene
understand?
was right there.
I was there.
He was there.
I know from start to finish. I gave it to him. I said, yo, man, them niggas on outside after the murder. No, they wasn't. Yeah. Yes, they was, bro. I got the pictures. I'm going to show it to you, man. But you can't do nothing with it, man, because the dossier finna come out with something big. You understand? About this shit. Gave it to the nigga. Oh, shit. It wasn't an hour later, this nigga doing a program on it. So who's capping? Nigga, I ain't got a cap on nothing. If I see that nigga on my show, get rid of him. If he pop back up on my screen or whatever like that, all my moderators could go. I don't want nobody on here talking about some other nigga that wasn't even there. Gene, I felt that it was, I don't know how to bring it back down. How you bring the screen back down? Jersey Rick, I don't even know how to bring the screen back down, bro. Thank you, mama. Ain't know why. On stage. Yo, it's some stuff that
But anyway, that's Gene Dale. There's a lot in the documentary they didn't talk about, especially part of Puff's early beginnings in Harlem. They didn't talk on that too much, but maybe they'll do a part 2. Maybe that's coming. But I was for sure thinking Gene was going to be in it, but he wasn't in it. But that's the story, man. Gene wasn't in it. But yeah, man, drop a comment below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.